Bro, if you want to be that top dog, you've got to think like one. My mindset isn't even about what's true. It's about what's useful. And yeah, I know that sounds nuts to most of you, but I'm not sitting here asking what's true. No. I believe in what I need to believe to come out on top to be as successful as humanly possible. Look, I know that if someone pulls a gun on me, the odds say I'm done. But I won't believe that because it's weak thinking. Instead, I'll stand there and say, go on, fucking shoot me. I'm still coming for you. I'm not dying. And if you think I am, you're dead wrong. That's who I am. I only think, say, and believe in things that give me power. I don't give a damn what's real to you. I care about what's real to me and what keeps me unstoppable. People will sit there whining, Tate, you're delusional, you're a narcissist. You say you're lucky, you say you're bulletproof, you say you can't be depressed. Narcissist, sure. But look at my life and look at yours. In pure numbers, who started worse? Me. Who's more successful now? Me. Who's smiling more? Me. Who's sleeping better? Me. Why the hell would I waste my time thinking like you if my mindset makes me a so-called bad person, but my life's fantastic, I'm winning? And everyone around me benefits from it too. So why would I swap my thinking for yours and end up some miserable sack of crap online trying to cancel people? Hell no. I don't even want to be like my enemies. Not a single one of them has a life I'd envy. They're all losers and I've already won. God's blessed me, punished them, game over. And I'm not just saying that I know it. I'm the luckiest guy on earth. You've got to say these things and believe them with every ounce of your being. Do I give a damn about being happy? Hell no. Happiness isn't what drives me and it shouldn't drive any man. If I wake up pissed off, I hit the gym the same. I grind the same. How I feel doesn't dictate a damn thing about how I live. Happiness, screw it. That's not a goal for a man, it's a distraction. Man's success and women, they're worlds apart. Women, all they really want is to be happy. They want to smile, have a good time, and they don't care how they get it. Doesn't matter if they deserve it or not, just give them the damn smile. Women want to be happy, and that's fine. That's how they roll. But men, if you're a man and you wake up every day asking yourself, am I happy or am I not? You're already losing. You've got it twisted, my friend. A man needs to shift his priorities. Happiness isn't at the top of the list. It's not even close. For a man, it's about success, competence, achieving things, and commanding respect. You focus on those metrics. Don't obsess over, am I happy? Because happiness is a byproduct. Do you get that? It comes as a result of doing hard shit and winning at life. Now, let me be real with you. After you read this, get up, go to the bathroom, and look yourself dead in the eyes. Ask yourself this, do I deserve to be happy? And guess what? The answer is probably a hard fucking no. You don't deserve it. Because in this life, you earn everything. When you're starving, that's your body telling you to eat. When you're miserable and depressed, that's your mind screaming at you to level up, change your damn life. If you're too weak to act on that, you're signing up for a lifetime of misery. You're not entitled to a single thing you're not willing to fight for. Happiness, peace, they're earned. Top G status earned. I'm happy because I built myself into the kind of man who deserves it. I'm me. I'm the top G, and yeah, that makes me happy. But when I see these people moaning about being depressed, I think if I were you, I'd be fucking depressed too. Look at your life. It's garbage, and that's on you. Take responsibility. You've got people blaming everyone else. Oh, my past was rough. This happened to me. That happened to me. Life's brutal, bro. Suck it up. I've got 10 stories myself that could have made me just another excuse making nobody. But here I am, top of the game. That's what life demands. If you're living a depressing life, no wonder you're depressed. But if you lived like me, you wouldn't feel like that. So now you know the solution. Get your ass up and do something, or sit there and stay miserable. People cling to the lie that depression can't be solved because it lets them dodge responsibility. If they convince themselves it's unsolvable, they never have to stand up and fight. They can just sit there in their own pity party. It's laziness, and they know it. People are out here giving themselves labels to dodge effort. I don't give a damn. There are enough things out there trying to take me down already. Enemies, danger, bacteria, sharks, hell, the universe itself. I've got all the enemies I can handle. Why the hell would I weaken myself? Take your power back or live your life as a self-made loser. Everything that comes out of your mouth is self-hypnosis. I'm not just saying that for effect. Every word is a command you're giving to your own mind. And this goes for every single one of you watching right now. Whatever you're saying out loud, you're programming your brain to believe. It's more powerful than anything anyone else says to you. So if you're sitting there saying, I'm depressed, I'm cursed, I'm unlucky, you're drilling that weakness into your mind. I don't play that game. I don't believe in anything that takes power away from me. I only believe in what makes me stronger, what makes me a fucking weapon. Now, look, I'm not denying that people feel depressed. Of course, people feel like shit sometimes. Every human does. Feeling low, feeling sad, that's part of being alive. But calling yourself depressive, saying I have depression like it's a damn identity, that's a trap. When I feel down, which by the way, almost never happens because I'm on my grind, I accept it. It's a wave of passing emotion, and I know it'll be gone soon. I'm in control, not the other way around. The problem with people who label themselves as depressed is they think they're stuck with it. They hand their power over to some external force and decide they're helpless. That's bullshit. The moment you start believing you can't change, that's when you've already lost. No matter where you are, you've got to believe that some degree of control is in your hands. So when I say depression isn't real, I'm not saying you don't feel down. I'm saying you can fix it. It's not some disease that hit you out of the blue. You fix it by grabbing control of your mind. This is where people miss the point. They're weak because they don't realize how powerful their own mind is. Look, there's only one thing on this planet you can actually control. You can't control the weather. You can't control your own damn health. You could drop dead tomorrow from an aner. You sure as hell can't control other people. The one thing you have control over is your mind. That's it. You can be thinking about one thing and instantly switch to another. You've got that power in real time. So why aren't you using it? Your mind is your most valuable weapon. Why the hell would you turn it into an enemy? Why let it work against you? I refuse. Doesn't make any sense. Listen, the worst thing on earth could happen to me, and I'd still tell you I'm happy. You know why? Because that's who I am. I've decided that's my state of being, and I live it. If you want to win, you can't only be in the game when you feel good or when the stars are aligned. I want to win all the time. And guess what? You're up against men like me who want the win, the power, the money, the girls, rain or shine. It's player versus player out here. Every single woman you want, every single dollar you want, I want that too. And I'll grind for it while you're waiting for motivation or hoping it'll be easy. The world isn't built for the weak, and it's not about to start anytime soon. So step up or step aside. If you're the kind of guy who only shows up on a good day, you're already set up to lose. You've got to be prepared to perform every damn day. And that whole thing I said about player versus player, that's real, brother. This world is ruthless. You're in competition with everyone all the time. So if you're sitting there lazy, low energy, acting like you can coast, you're screwed. There are people out here who are busting their asses while you're making excuses. If you're not willing to be that guy who puts in the work, then guess what? You're going to fucking lose. People come to me whining I struggle with motivation. My response, then stay a loser. Yeah, you heard me. If you can't find the fire to stop being a loser, then that's what you deserve. Stay in your lane, stay irrelevant, and stay the hell out of my way. I've got zero patience for people who can't motivate themselves to fix their own lives. I'm the guy who performs 24/7. Doesn't matter if I'm happy, sad, exhausted, or pissed off. What needs to get done gets done. That's the mindset you need if you want to survive, if you want to matter. Bro, happiness isn't something you just get handed to you. It's earned. My happiness comes from real achievements, from owning my life. I couldn't be happy if I was fat, couldn't be happy if I was lonely, couldn't be happy if people didn't respect me. Hell, I couldn't be happy if I couldn't knock some guy out if I had to. So what did I do? I made sure I was in control of every single one of those things. I've earned my happiness by climbing the damn mountain of hard work. So yeah, I deserve to go to sleep with a grin on my face and wake up next to two fine women. That's what I deserve. And every guy who doesn't have it, he probably doesn't deserve it either. Man, when they came after me throwing accusations left and right, all that noise, all that bullshit, I told them straight up, the only life worth living as a man is one driven by purpose and power. If you're Joe Schmo just drifting along in life, that's a miserable existence. So stop being Joe Schmo and start doing something with your life. The younger generation needs to hear this. If you don't get up, grind, and become somebody, the world won't give a single shit about you. As a man, you're born with zero value. You've got to earn every ounce of respect, every look, every nod. You've got to face the pain, push through the suffering, and make yourself matter. Otherwise, you'll be just another nobody in a world that doesn't care. When I talk about the difference between men and women, people love to twist it saying I'm attacking females. Hell no. I'm not attacking women at all. I'm saying facts. A woman can wake up, put on some makeup, hit the club party, and still be seen as a gem. She exists and people want her. She doesn't have to prove herself to get attention. But as a man, if you show up at that same party, haven't put in any work, haven't done shit to level up, guess what? Nobody gives a fuck about you. You're invisible, brother. That's the reality. Every guy out here knows this truth deep down. One of the crazy things about being a man is that we're all on a similar path. We've all been that kid who got his heart ripped out, who felt worthless, who worked his ass off to finally earn a little respect. We all know that grind, that hustle. It's part of what makes masculinity real. We've all been at the bottom trying to claw our way to the top. So here's the thing. If you're out there and you're refusing to go through that process, that journey, whether it's fighting, comedy, business, music, whatever, if you're choosing to just sit at the bottom and then hit me up at 44 saying I'm depressed, well, no shit. You're a fucking loser. That's on you. You chose not to build yourself up as a man. You chose the easy route, and now you're feeling the consequences. I can't imagine living life as a man without competence. Must be pure misery just floating around like a damn feather in the wind, getting knocked around by life's zero control over your own destiny. You've handed over your life to someone else, whether it's your boss, the government, whatever. They don't give a damn about you, not like you should care about yourself. That's a bad choice, plain and simple. And let me tell you something. Why should I see you as my equal? Why would I even entertain the thought that you and I are on the same level? I've spent my whole life grinding, suffering, going through hell to be valuable, and you sat there on your ass. I faced pain and turned it into power, and you chose the easy path. So now you think we're equals? We're not. I've been through the fire. You didn't want to step into it. Fine. That was your decision. But now you've got to live with it. Don't complain that I get to be top G and you're not. That was on you. This is what I'm telling the younger generation. It's time to get up. The world's not going to go easy on you. It's getting harder and harder out here, especially for men. It's all about clout, all about status. If you don't work, if you don't grind, you're going to be nobody. And people have the nerve to call me toxic. They had folks telling me to quit, to take a step back. Guess what? I've blown up on my new platform, Rumble. But let me make this clear. If I had one single subscriber, I'd still be grinding just as hard, still be posting podcasts, still be in the game. You can't break me. I don't quit. I don't get tired. I don't stop. That's who I am. That's exactly what they want. They want me broken, beaten down, worn out. They want to drag me through some endless grind until I throw my hands up and say, oh, it's too hard now. No more YouTube. I'm not getting any traction. They want me to quit. But that's not me. I don't quit. I'm the one who keeps going day in and day out, no matter what. If you're truly unstoppable in life with that raw focus, that's the combination I live by: unmatched perception mixed with pure relentless endurance. Makes me a nightmare in any field, anywhere, anytime. Cancel me, sure, do it. Cancel me again, I dare you. It changes nothing. I'm a man who says what I mean, stands by it, and lives by it. People listen to me because I'm the one who speaks truth. I didn't hypnotize anyone. They know I'm right. They see it. And I'll keep doing exactly that. No one can do a damn thing about it. I've said it before, bullying is actually necessary. Men need it, not so much women, but a man needs it to grow. My dad bullied me. At 32, looking back, I realized it made me stronger. When the world came at me, I was ready to handle it. It was like training. Parents won't push you to the point where you can't handle it, but they'll give you that edge, just like the old Roman emperors ate small doses of poison to build up immunity. It's toughening you up for the real shit. If you grow up soft, the world will eat you alive. My father pushed me to face every fear head on. That's why now, as a man, when I feel fear, I face it without hesitation. That's who I am. That's how I was raised. Look, we're all human. We all get scared. If I had 5 guys coming at me with knives, can I run? Maybe, maybe not. But if I can't weld, then it's on. I'm not going to sit there and beg. They're here to hurt me, fine. Let's go. That's how I operate. And I'll never rob my son of the chance to grow into that. There's something primal, deeply satisfying when you know you're competent as a man. When you've got it, it shows. Look at James Bond. That guy's unstoppable. Drives, fights, shoots, smart, loaded with cash. He's smooth. He's got it all. That kind of competence, it fuels a man's soul. It's more than just skills. It's knowing you're the one who can get things done. And that's real power. How the hell am I supposed to go to sleep sad when I know I'm one of the baddest motherfuckers alive? When I know that anyone lined up against me is dreading it, doesn't matter what the game is. Hell, you could pick something I've never even done before. Let's say you put me up in some random challenge like wakeboarding. I've never touched a wakeboard in my life, all right? But you line me up against some other guy who's never done it either and tell him you're up against Tate and losing his consequences. Part of him's going to think, shit, why Tate? The guy's never even seen me on a wakeboard, but he's nervous because he knows my name, knows my rep. He knows I'm relentless, sharp as hell, and a nightmare in any fight, any challenge. Absolute competence, it's in my DNA. I don't fail. I never fucking fail, and the whole world knows that. How could I be miserable? How can I not be on top of the world in this body, in this avatar built to dominate this simulation? My father made me this way, built me to be the man I am. And I'd be the worst father on earth if I didn't give my son the same shot. If he's got to fight imaginary orcs in a dark room at 2 years old to get there, then that's exactly what he'll do. I'd be doing him a disservice raising him any other way. And speaking of fathers, someone just dropped a super chat saying, Andrew, I didn't grow up with a dad, but I found the father figure I needed through you and Tristan. I'm working my ass off to join the war room ASAP. Shout out to Kai Music for that message. Now, here's what people don't understand. When a man's got his masculinity dialed in and lives as an example others look up to, he's actually impacting generations. A strong father doesn't just raise his sons, his strength ripples through generations and affects anyone looking for that example. You guys aren't really looking up to me. You're looking up to the man my father was. You're seeing what he taught me, his example running through me. That's why having a strong father is the most critical thing a man can have. Because when he's built you right, you turn around and become that man for others. And then they're inspired and that keeps going. One strong man can change generations. And that's what my brother and I are doing. We got a solid foundation. We were raised by a man who showed us what it means to be relentless, to fight, to refuse fatigue. And now people are learning from that. So if you're out there without a father or a big brother, take a lesson from this, being truly confident in yourself, knowing you're speaking the truth that pleases God, pleases the universe, and that's exactly why I'm here. That's my purpose. I don't see any point in keeping all the gold I've earned and the insane life I've built locked up for myself. That's the insecure move. That's the shit a weak man would do. When I meet some rich dude who's a fat, short dork, what does he do? Clams up like a coward when you ask him how to make money. He knows damn well his only edge is his cash. And if everyone else gets a piece of that, he's got nothing. That guy won't spill the secrets because if other people get rich, he's no longer the big man. But me, I'll tell the whole damn world how to get rich. I don't care how much cash you stack up. You're still not me. I'm still the top G. You think money's going to save you when you're up against me? I'll still wreck you if it comes to it. So I'm out here putting everyone on game. I want every single person watching this to be as smooth with women, as confident, and as wealthy as possible. You think if all 1600000 of you turn into Casanovas, I'm going to lose sleep? Hell no. I'm already happy as hell within myself. I'm out here building up everyone who's paying attention because I know what it's like to have real confidence, real success. I want people to see my fans walking down the street and say, damn, that guy's got his life in order. Fit rich head held high bet he's a Tate fan. That's the kind of man I'm creating. I don't just want success for myself. I want my message to turn all of you into top players. I want my fans to be the smartest, richest, and most dangerous men walking. Let my enemies be the sad, broke clowns. I don't want that for any of my people. That's why I built the War Room, why I run the programs I do. I'm not here to pull down anyone who gets it. I'm here to lift you up. I'm building an army of men who can stand up against the bullshit of the Matrix, who can fight back because they've got the brains, the money, and the guts to do it. My people are the ones who will thrive while everyone else collapses. That's my badge of honor, to know I've helped create some of the most financially literate, well-built, unstoppable men on this planet. If you don't have money, skills, or status, you're at the bottom of the ladder. And that matters, especially when things go south. Imagine some country, let's say America, decides to go full conscription for World War III. If you're broke with no skills, guess where you're going? You're the cannon fodder the guy sent straight into the trenches to step on landmines. But if you've got wealth intelligence or a unique skill, you might be an engineer and you might be an officer, you're somewhere valuable. You're not expendable. So you better get yourself together, because I'm telling you, if you're on my team, you're going to be ready for anything. You're not going to be the guy tossed into the meat grinder. You're going to be the one with options, control, and power. That's the life I'm showing you how to build. And if you can't see that's the only life worth living, you're not paying attention. Even in the absolute worst case scenarios, think World War I mass conscription. You're still going to save yourself from being the guy tossed into a foxhole blown to fucking bits for no reason if you have money, status, and skills. You always have to be that guy, the one who stands above the rest, so you're constantly leveling up. There's not a single military on earth that would look at me and throw me out to die as a regular grunt. They'd see me and go, this guy, the way he moves people, the way he commands respect. Hell no, he's an officer. We can't let Top G die. That's terrible for morale. They'd throw me in the back somewhere cushy, protect me like the asset I am. I'd even try to get out there front and center, and they'd still say, no, sir, you're way too important for that. That's what happens when you build yourself into a real force. And that's how it's been since day one. If you're a man who's genuinely competent and skilled, you protect yourself against the worst possible outcomes. So when I see men waking up every day, wasting time, not pushing themselves to become that guy, it's honestly insane. Speaking of the military, someone just asked a damn good question here, and it's one a lot of guys can learn from. This dude says, Andrew, I'm in the Army. My best friend drowned 2 weeks ago. Broke my heart. I had to talk to his mother. We were both 20. We had a bond like you and Tristan. Life feels empty. How do I deal with the grief of my closest friend passing away? I'll tell you this, what would your closest friend want you to do now that he's gone? If you had one more hour with him, what do you think he'd say? Would he want you sitting around feeling sorry for yourself, giving up on life? Or would he want you to look after his family, honor his memory, and be the absolute best you can be? Of course, he'd want you to keep going and keep his memory alive. Here's the thing, when you build yourself up to be someone truly exceptional, people become curious about your story. And that's how the people you care about live forever. My father, people ask about him all the time because I'm out here making a mark and his legacy lives on through me. If I were just some random nobody, nobody would care about my father. But people are curious because I've made something of myself. So if your friend mattered to you, go out there and become the most incredible man you can be. Make people care about your story. Then you can talk about your best friend, what he meant to you, how his loss impacted you, and in that way he lives on. But if you stay a nobody, he doesn't. If you really care, you know what to do. It's funny because the answer to 99% of the questions people throw at me is the same: work hard. My girl left me, what do I do? Hit the gym. My friend died, what do I do? Become a legend. I'm depressed, what do I do? Train. The answer doesn't change. Working harder never fails no matter what you're facing. You know what's crazy? 99% of the time people ask me questions and the answer is always the same: work harder. Doesn't matter what your issue is, you're broke, work harder. Your girl left, hit the gym. Your best friend dies, become unstoppable. You're depressed, then grind through it. It's like this magic antidote. You get the cure before the poison even hits, and guess what? You never get sick in the first place. If you're working your ass off every day, giving everything you've got, pushing yourself past what's comfortable, then life's problems can't touch you. You're already on fire. There's no room for that bullshit to weigh you down. If the worst thing that could possibly happen hit me today, like if I lost my brother, I'd carry on. Why? Because I'm already built. I'm already amazing. I'm already doing the work every damn day, and that keeps me moving. I'm immune because I already took the antidote. Look, I was grinding long before the Matrix tried to cancel me. And when they pulled that crap, I kept grinding. Now I'm bigger and more influential than ever. Why? Because I had momentum. I'd already hit the ground running. I'd already taken the antidote to all their weak-ass attempts to stop me. That's what hard work does. It's a defense. So why not just commit to it now? Make your life about the grind. Dedicate yourself to something bigger and stop making excuses. You want to be a real predator in this game of life? You better be ready to hunt in the day and the night, rain or shine. You can't just perform when you feel good. You can't only grind when you're motivated. That's weak shit. Because if you're the kind of guy who only shows up when he's feeling on top, you're going to lose every time to someone like me who shows up no matter what. This life's player versus player. And if I can operate at 100% while you're just sitting around waiting for inspiration, guess what? You're already dead. My whole mindset, it's designed to make me as ruthlessly competitive as possible. All things happen to everyone. That's life. Even if you live perfectly, you're still going to face pain and setbacks because it's all relative. Little things will feel big, and if you haven't trained yourself to push through the crap, you're going to fold. So if you don't have that discipline drilled into you, if you can't stay focused through hell, you're just another feather in the wind. You let your emotions drive you, and that makes you either a damn pushover, or if you're a man, it makes you dangerous in all the wrong ways. Those freaks you see on the news, the ones out there doing the worst shit imaginable, school shooters, serial killers, all those clowns, they've got no self-control. They're the kind of people who let their emotions run wild because they've never had discipline. They didn't have a real man around to smack them back to reality. No father around to tell them, I don't give a damn how you feel. You don't get to act like that. So what happens? They feel some way, and instead of holding it down, they go full psycho. It's weak, it's pathetic, and it's dangerous. Now, you want to know why I'm untouchable, why I keep coming back stronger every time they try to take me down, because I know how to go through hell and come out swinging. I'm built for the grind, for the pain, for the backlash. I can walk into the darkest places, stir up as much noise as I want. And you know what happens? I just come out with more followers, more fans, more power. That's what emotional regulation looks like. They're out there wondering how the hell does he do it? Easy, I'm detached from my own bullshit. I look at every challenge like, bring it on. Let's see what I can do with this. It's a test to prove myself, to others, and to God. And don't get it twisted. I get that feeling down is real. But don't hand me that crap about depression being a disease. If you feel like shit, it's because something in your life needs fixing. But society, they sell you this lie that depression just magically invades your brain and messes you up with no solution but pills. Nah, bro, that's weak thinking. If you buy into that, you're screwed. Because the minute you start labeling yourself as clinically depressed, you're casting your own spell. You're hypnotizing yourself to stay that way. Now, people bring up chemical imbalances. Bullshit. It's all been debunked anyway. Even if there was some imbalance in my head, I don't believe in it. I refuse to let that label touch me. You see a guy rolling up in a Ferrari, you ask him how he got rich, and I guarantee he's not going to say college. Never. When I was 16, I saw guys with those cars and thought they're not sitting in some classroom, and they sure as hell aren't going to a 9-to-5 like they tell me to. Even back then, I knew the system was a scam feeding us all lies, but there are still suckers wasting 5 years on some degree thinking that's going to get them rich. 5 years, man. Do you know what 5 years of grinding has done for me? 5 years and I'm raking in millions. Meanwhile, they're out there wasting time reading crap written decades ago or joining some frat thinking that's living. Oh yeah, bro. Fraternity parties, let's go. Competence breeds confidence. They go hand in hand. You're going to feel like a god when you're doing shit you're damn good at. And I got this early life isn't for the weak. From day one, I knew I had to master every damn thing I touched. My whole life has been a battleground and I thrived in it. From the chessboard to the fight ring, every damn step was about proving I could dominate. This life, it's pure competition. And here's the cold truth. There are winners and losers, period. That's the world we live in. Some people are so clueless, they don't even know they're in a fight. Or they know it, but they're too scared to face it because they don't want to see themselves losing. They tell themselves, oh, I'm just living my life. No, mate, you're just comfortable as hell. Too damn comfortable. Mental health, depression. Let's look at Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King. Respect the hell out of him. He was at rock bottom, depressed, done with it all, but he fought back. That man got up, dragged himself out of his misery, hit the gym, reclaimed his title, and became a king again. He didn't sit around whining about it. He did it himself. That's the only way out. Tyson would tell you the same thing. Even if you're down, even if life's fucked you over, it's still you who has to get up and change the game. But the system doesn't want you to get better. The Matrix loves you depressed. Depressed people are weak, easy to control. They're not going to rise up, fight back, or stand their ground. They'll just sit there sad, letting the world crush them. So here's what you do. Get up, handle your shit, stay focused, be a man. Laying around wallowing, that's loser behavior. Winners get up, go to the gym, work like animals, build something real. Doesn't matter where you are on the board, the damn rules are the same win. You want to tell me you're depressed because of X, Y, or Z, don't give a fuck what the reason is. The answer is the same. This world is ruthless, especially for men. The only thing that'll get you through it is to grow a spine. Stop looking around hoping for a break. If you're sitting in a cell, whether it's because you got screwed by the system or the Matrix came for you, sitting there crying about it isn't power. Real strength, it's looking around saying, all right, maybe the world's against me. Maybe it's a Matrix setup, but I still got a move to make. I'll come out of this sharper, tougher, better. Because if you blame everyone else, you lose control. But when you own it, when it's all on you, that's where the real power is. Look, 75% of people, they're out here whining and blaming everyone else but themselves. Oh, my business went under because of COVID. Bullshit. Your business failed because you couldn't adapt. I lost my girl because her friends were trash. Nah, bro, you lost her because of you. Your car gone because of you. And the reason you've got to own that is simple. If it's all your fault, you have control. That's power. Own it all. Then we've got the next 20% making up 95% of the world. These guys, they lose and think, hey, maybe I should reflect on that a bit. Sure, they analyze, they try to pull lessons from it. They don't want to lose again. That's fine. It's better than nothing. But then there's the top 5%, the real elites. They're not just analyzing losses. They're examining every damn move, win or lose. Every choice is studied, every outcome dissected. That's the mentality that breeds domination. This world is cutthroat. It's player versus player, and the second you stop competing, you're already losing. Everything of value, it's valuable because someone else wants it. That girl you're chasing, other guys want her. That's what makes her hot. If no one else wanted her, you wouldn't give a damn. That's life, that's competition. Every dollar, every car, every ounce of respect, someone else wants it. Society can dress it up however it wants, but the truth is, it's a primal game, and you're either playing to win or you're losing. So if you're not taking ownership, if you're not manning up to your choices, then you're setting yourself up to lose, plain and simple. I'm done feeling sorry for these people. No pity left, not 1 ounce. They chose to be losers. They chose to stay weak, so let them face the consequences. As a man, you need to internalize this. Everything that happens in your life is your fault. 100%, no exceptions. Most men can't handle that level of accountability. When the Matrix came after me, when they tried to break me, calling up my exes, trying to make up charges, freezing my accounts, banning me on social media, going after my family, I sat there and thought this is all my fault. I'm here because of me. I'm not sitting around crying about fairness or odds. That kind of thinking is useless. True accountability means owning every last bit of it, even when it's brutal. But when I fire up my Bugatti, that's on me too. The mansion, my bank account, every win and every loss, it's all on me. You never ever make excuses. There's no room for excuses. Chess, best game in the world, because in chess, there's no luck. You lose. At some point, you messed up. Could have been a tiny mistake, could have been years ago, but you own that loss. The game forces you to take responsibility, and that's a mentality you bring to life. Every time you lose somewhere down the line, you screwed up. Right now, they've labeled me the most hated man alive. Is it unfair, maybe? Do I care? No. I still take full responsibility for where I am. I'm not crying over TikTok or YouTube shorts or whatever. They're doing their thing, making money, respect to them. But my success, my yacht, my private jet, that's all me. The Bugatti in my driveway, my fault. So I take the bad with the good. Every single piece of it mine to own. If a woman walks out, if she sticks around, if I end up wrecked or pissed off, I own that shit. Something pisses me off, that's my responsibility. I don't sit there thinking why me. Instead, I ask, why did this happen? Why am I feeling like this? How did I land here? Is this useful? Sometimes it is. There have been times where I was ready to die for someone I cared about, fueled by rage, and it was right. Then there have been times where I'm alone fuming and I know it's useless. That's when you tell yourself, calm the fuck down. Emotions are just feedback. Stoicism, that's the power to process them. That's what a man has to learn. You're never going to switch them off. You'll feel them, but it's about converting them into fuel, turning those emotions into pure power. Everything is a war. Life itself is war, and believing you can just coast through without fighting, biggest mistake a man can make. Sitting in traffic, holding back the rage, war. Breaking out of your soul-sucking job, war. Keeping your woman loyal, And your kids on fire, war. Pushing yourself to be tougher to level up. All of it is war. You don't get to avoid it. War is two sides, both after the same prize. Everything I want, there are other men out there fighting for it too. The life I want, the women, the money, everything worth having is under siege. And if I want it, I have to be ready to outgun every other man who wants it. War is all about two sides going after the same thing. You want that Ferrari. You're not the only one. It's rare. It's expensive because every guy with a spine wants it. You want that beautiful woman. Every man with a pulse wants her too. It's a battlefield. Life as a man is conflict because every inch you move forward, someone else is fighting to take your spot. Discipline, it's the weapon you bring into this war. Pain, that's the iron you melt down to make yourself indestructible. Life is war. Every part of it, especially as a man, is a grind, a battle you either win or lose. Even in a cell, it's war. War for who can stay calm. War for who can master his own mind. War for who suffers the least. I was surrounded by guys losing their minds and I refused. I fought it out and I won. Being a man is a constant fight. It's what evolution demands. Other people whine because they're not happy enough. I'm happy I'm struggling. I don't want some fake peace. I want greatness. That's the thrill of being a man. You understand? I don't care about comfort. I'm pumped to be in the fight. I'm here for the battle. That's the difference. You're worried about winning. I'm here because I want to fight. And here we are fighting. That's the beauty of being a man greatness. If all you care about is being happy, you're acting like a child or a woman. Happiness, it's fleeting, doesn't matter. If your whole focus is on feeling good all the time, you're going to end up chasing cheap thrills, alcohol, parties, drugs. Whatever keeps you smiling. I just want to be happy. Who gives a shit? I want to be great. I want greatness every damn day. And let me ask you something deep down as a man. Would you rather be some grinning loser, the kind who's always happy but completely irrelevant? Or would you rather be a stressed out winner? Because here's the truth about real winners, we're stressed. Every last one of us. You think Genghis Khan was calm when he got news from his soldiers out in Iran. Even if the news was good, he felt that fire. He knew what was next, where he needed to go, the next battle, the next empire to conquer. That's the burden of greatness, man. That's what it means to be alive as a man, to be great. So ask yourself this: do you want to be a nobody, a smiling loser, a ghost in the world who nobody respects? Women won't notice you, men won't respect you, you're invisible. But hey, you get to smile. Or do you want to be someone important, a powerhouse who commands respect and has to deal with some stress along the way? I'm brilliant because I chose to be brilliant. I chose to put greatness over happiness. And if that meant sacrificing a smile here and there, then so be it. And you know what's incredible? If you ditch the obsession with being happy and go all in on becoming great, the universe has a funny way of working out. You end up with greatness, and guess what? Happiness tags along. I've made myself into this man, and you can do it too. If you want to, go get it. But if you're sitting there saying, I tried my best and it didn't work out, you're lying to yourself. That's total bullshit. The universe rewards those who truly give their all. I know this because life is a competition and most people aren't even trying. Look, I'm here living this phenomenal life and I've pushed hard, sure, maybe not even 100%. I'd say I gave it 86% most of the time. And that's because everyone else is weak. They're all losers. I could tell someone, hey, do this and I'll make you $1 million. And they'll say, yeah, but you know, I've got the kids at home. Boom, game over. Then they'll sit there whining, I wish I had more money. Loser. I'll be here telling people exactly how I've made hundreds of millions. I'll say, here's the path. It's right there, cobb.com. I have a school, a university designed specifically to teach you how to get money. I know how to make money, and you trust me or you wouldn't be listening. And yet there'll be people who say, yeah, anyway, next video, then wonder why they're still broke, why they don't have the car, the girl, the life they want. They'll actually sit there confused, wondering why they didn't end up with what they wanted. Because you're a fucking loser, that's why. Most people are. This is why I understand exactly how the elites view us. Look, I came from nothing, a council state, single parent household, dirt poor. I've only been rich for about a decade, and even now I despise losers. So imagine you're some billionaire born into power, into a family that's controlled everything for hundreds of years. Think about how much they hate us. You think they'd lose sleep over putting a bullet in me. You think they care if you miss your parents' funeral over some cold. They don't give a solitary fuck. I already know how I feel when I listen to you whine and make excuses. When you reach a certain level of power, of competence, it becomes exhausting. You get to a point where you're like, I'm tired of hearing this bullshit. And yeah, you become cold, almost psychopathic. Because frankly, that's what it takes. I get emails every day, thousands. People I know from back in the day, they all hit me up. Oh man, I've been unlucky. No, you're not unlucky. You're a lazy fucking loser. That's the truth. You're breathing, which means you're lucky enough. The truly unlucky are dead. If you're alive, you're just a lazy loser. A loser is anyone who doesn't have what they want right now, whenever they want it. That's why I call them losers, because I have everything I could possibly desire. And if there's something I don't have yet, give it a few months. I guarantee I'll get it because I know how to get what I want. And guess what? There's a version of you out there who's important, respected, rich, charismatic, capable, funny, interesting. You're just not him yet, but he exists. You just got to pull him into reality. I don't buy into this fake it till you make it crap. Belief isn't fake. You've got to know who you are and then just wait for the world to catch up. You've got to see through time, make a plan, act on it. And then when you get there, say, told you so. Because nothing pisses off doubters more. You've got to believe that everything you want is going to happen. You have to see the future and make a plan so it becomes reality. I have never in my life seen a guy who eats right, trains daily, and works hard who doesn't end up with a good body. The universe is fair. It's extremely giving. It'll give you whatever you're willing to put in the work for. Look, the guy imagined himself with the body he wanted. He made a plan, he followed it, and he got it. And I've never seen someone who hustles, networks right, and pays attention who isn't rich. I've never seen someone who dedicates himself to the gym and eats right who isn't in killer shape. It's impossible. You can have anything you want. All you've got to do is make a plan, see it, and go take it. There's no such thing as faking it before you make it. Screw that. You see it and you make it happen. You don't wait for anyone to believe in you. You force them to. You've got a version of yourself inside your head now. Bend reality to match it. Change everything about your outward self so that others have no choice but to see what you see. That's belief. You need a vision for who you could be. And that vision isn't just a daydream. It's a tool, a weapon, and it's how you'll ascend to greatness. Let me give you something to think about. Imagine I'm aiming a gun at you, about to fire one shot. You've got two choices. You can shout, "Don't shoot, you'll kill me," or you can scream, "Don't shoot, I'm coming for you." Now, which of those makes you more likely to survive? Power of words is real, man. If you say it, you make it come true. I'm a sayer. If I say something, I mean it. I don't need motivation to do the hard things. I just need to say them. Because once I say it, it's law. My word is iron. My bond is unbreakable. If I say I'm doing 1,000 push-ups, I'm doing 1,000, even if it kills me. That's why I train every day, because I said I would. It's simple. I don't break promises to myself. So when I tell a guy, if you shoot me, I will come back and haunt you, I mean it. That's a death contract with my body. My body won't let me die because I've got a job to finish. I'll find strength buried deep in my bones and every nerve because I will come back. I will be the nightmare he never escapes. Understand this: losing hope is fatal. Hope is required if you're going to win. My whole life has been built on it. You don't become a 4-time world champion without insane levels of hope and belief. You can't grind, you can't sacrifice, you can't train at that level unless you believe it's going to pay off. It's that simple. You need hope, you need belief, and you need vision. Vision shows you where you want to be, and hope is the force that tells you it's all possible. So don't ever let go of it, because if you believe, you've already got the power to make that vision real. Discipline is when you're so locked into your purpose, so dead set on your goals that the rest of the world is just noise. Why the hell would I waste my time with fun when I can grind? Fun's fleeting. Pride in what you've achieved, that sticks. Winning at what's hard gives me something real to stand on. And when you've got that, you're untouchable. No one can beat that. Now, happiness doesn't come from sitting around. It comes from the fight, from going to war with yourself and everything trying to stand in your way. True happiness, it's found in combat, not just in the ring, but in everything you do. You're grateful for your strength. You'll be fighting every day to keep it. You appreciate that girl in your life. Then you'll work to keep her happy. It's that simple. When you're fighting, when you're pushing, that's when you're truly happy. The first thing a man needs to be happy is a battle. You need to be in the trenches, striving, bleeding, clawing. Born with everything handed to you, that's a curse, man. Without struggle, you're lost. Being rich means nothing if you don't have the scars to show how you got there. You either fight or you quit. And let's be clear, quitting's not an option. Imagine being that weak. Couldn't be me. I thank God every day for the battles I get. The struggle is what defines us as men. Bravery in the face of that struggle, that's where you find real happiness. You don't have to win every fight, but you never back down. That courage feeds you, fuels you, gets you addicted to the grind because it's the only high worth chasing. You take that on and you're unstoppable, a force of nature, because you live to fight. Bro, fun is a myth, a joke. Parties, festivals, clubs, waste of time. You know what's fun? Winning. Dominating. Ask me why I keep working, even when I've got enough money for 10 lifetimes. Because it's in my DNA to win and I don't lose. Not at a coin flip, not at anything. Put me up against anyone, anywhere, I'm taking the victory. If you're feeling lost, if you're down, here's the fix: don't chase fun. Chase greatness. Take on a vision, fight for it, and when you win, that is the real thrill. Victory is the ultimate high and nothing compares. Life's got two forces: stress and relaxation. Forget Newton's theories, it's good vs evil. And evil's fast coming at you whether you like it or not, so you better be ready. Positive energy, real light, that's how you stay ahead. God is that light, and fighting for the good is how you stay strong, how you beat the darkness. Listen, you bunch of broke bitches. Let me tell you something about being a real G, damn man. Not these soft matrix following pussies you see everywhere. We're talking about pure raw masculine power. What's one of the biggest secrets to becoming a fucking beast? It's helping others. Not because you're some weak SS simp, but because that's what real men do. We protect, we provide. When I see my woman, I want to make sure she's got everything she needs. That's not being soft, that's being a fucking alpha. Don't let these broke cess losers use you. Help people who deserve it. If you've got money, spread it. If you've got time, give it. But don't be a damn fool about it. Now, let me tell you something about mindset, you absolute fucking peasants. Your mind is like a computer. It's the software running your hardware. And if you're running some weak SS beta male programming, guess what? You're going to be a fucking loser, period. You think I wake up looking for fun? What kind of pussy bitch mentality is that? I wake up ready for war. There's always more to fucking do. Always. You made $1 million today, that's fucking nothing. Flip the damn table. We're here to conquer. Look at fucking Genghis Khan. You think he woke up wanting to play some bitch-ass flute? No, he woke up ready to take over the whole damn world. That's that masculine energy these matrix slaves try to suppress with their Netflix and their processed food garbage. You want to know what real happiness is? Empire. Pure fucking domination. Not this weak modern man bullshit they try to feed you. I've got every supercar, every mansion you can imagine. But that's not the point. The point is conquest. What color is your Bugatti? Oh, you don't have one? Then shut the fuck up and listen. This is how real men operate. We don't stop. We don't look for fun. We look for empire. And if you're not building an empire, you're just another broke boy living in the matrix. That's how top G thinks. That's how winners think. Everything else is just excuses from broke people. What color is your mindset? Look, I'm taking what I want. I'm winning. I'm destroying. I'm conquering everything that's in front of me. And that right there, that's what purpose is. Purpose isn't some fluffy nonsense. It's pure, unfiltered conquest. That's what men have always been about. That's why wars were fought, why the Mongols charged all the way to Vienna. Can you even wrap your head around what it took to cross thousands of miles on horseback from Mongolia to Austria? Those men didn't do it for fun. They were on fire inside, possessed by this need to conquer, to make something theirs, to expand, because that's the essence of a real man, and that essence has been snuffed out in today's world. Do you think they ever stopped to laugh or play games on that journey? Hell no. It wasn't about dominating people. It was about conquest itself. Every man's got this God-given burning drive to build, to own, to create. And it doesn't always mean tearing others down. Sometimes it means creating the tallest buildings, the longest roads, building a legacy. That drive to conquer is about shaping the world around you. But the Matrix, it's trying to dull this fire to make men think all they want is comfort and ease. I don't give a damn about fun. Fun is for women and kids. All the women around me can have their laughs and parties. Last night, I was at this fancy restaurant, my brother, a few close friends, and 24 of the most gorgeous women you've ever seen. Everyone's drinking, laughing, having their fun. But me, I'm not there for the fun. I'm checking my phone, calculating my balance, strategizing my next moves, talking to my fight coach, handling my legal team. They're partying, but I'm the one making moves. You're my woman, so yeah, you get to have fun. That's part of the deal. My life, it's all pressure all the time. Stress doesn't leave my side, but you know what? You're mine, and I handle what's mine. I don't need the fun, don't even want it. My fun is making sure everyone around me, especially you, has the best damn time of their life. That's it. When I'm out here grinding, breaking myself down, handling shit nobody else wants to touch, that's me putting the fun on the table. But me, I don't get to touch it. It's my job, my duty to make sure my people live good. You're all out there enjoying yourselves, laughing, celebrating. And I'm right here in the thick of it, making it happen, but I'm not part of the fun. I'm the one behind it, pushing, pulling, working. That's my role. It might look like I'm having a great time, but every second I'm working. I don't need to join in the fun. I pay for it all. They're here on my dime, and they can enjoy themselves. I've said it to the people around me 1,000 times. They get to have fun because I shoulder the stress. That's the deal. My girl, she can have fun because her life is easy. She's mine, and my life is not fun. It's the grind. It's the stress that lets everyone around me have a good time. I fund it. I provide it, but I don't feel an ounce of it. I don't get up in the morning thinking about what'll make me laugh. I wake up and think what needs to get done. What's the next goal? I don't have time to relax or play around. There's always another thing to tackle, always more work to be done. Even after you finish a project, there's refining, analyzing, doing it better next time. This life isn't about relaxing. It's about relentless improvement, about taking over every inch of territory you can find. You can sit there all day, pick up a damn dictionary, learn every big-ass word, flex your vocabulary in every conversation like you're doing something. Practice in front of the mirror till you're blue in the face. Make sure your ass doesn't slip up on pronunciation. But let's get this clear. It ain't about the words. It's about that endless grind. Work never stops. The money never stops. So you better find something that lights a fire under you, because once you're at my level, the joy's gone. Joy? Hell, I don't even know what that is anymore. I'm stressed as hell, pissed off all the time. What? Only $1.3 million today? That's a goddamn insult. But here's the thing, you still got to conquer this planet. Let's get into it. Genghis Khan didn't wake up and think, let me play this little tune on a flute. Nah, man, he thought, hand me the damn flute. Bring me women, let me handle business. The man had 90, maybe 100 kids, and he's still saying, saddle up, we're taking that land next. Why? Because there's an instinct in a real man to conquer, to own shit. But here comes the Matrix telling you to chill, sit back, numb yourself with a screen and garbage entertainment, fill up on trash food, and call it a day. They want to beat that instinct out of you so you stay soft. But here's what you really got to ask yourself, what's going to make me happy? It's simple, my empire. That's it. You think Alexander the Great, Caesar, Genghis Khan were out here because they were bored? Hell no. They didn't have GPS, didn't know half of what was out there. But they decided we're heading that way and we're taking what we want because we're the best. That's the game I'm playing now. Why am I stacking cash? Ain't even anything left to buy. I got it all. 4 Koenigsegg's, a Rimac, a Bugatti, 53 more cars, 40 properties. It's not even about the stuff anymore. I'm just taking it to win. Because that's what men do, conquer. Men have always done this, wars, kingdoms, empires. It's in our DNA. The Mongols rode from Mongolia to Vienna across Siberia for fuck's sake. Just because they looked at the map and said, let's go take that city. That's the essence of masculinity, and it's been stripped down to some sad joke. You think they were laughing along the way, having fun? Now they were focused, dead set on conquering. This isn't about making everyone bend to your will. Conquering isn't just about domination. It's about building something that stands the test of time. Build the skyscrapers, pave the roads, create a legacy. Start a family, raise sons and daughters who will remember your name. That's true conquest. But the Matrix doesn't want you to think like that. They want you to settle for comfort. They want you soft.